Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm XGodz, and today we have the patch notes for a very huge patch that just dropped on Black Ops 3 for the Xbox One and the PS4. So without further ado, let's just get right into the patch notes. So we're going to be covering zombies first, and then I'll head up into multiplayer because I feel like zombies has the better patch notes. There's some very huge things that just dropped in zombies that are absolutely amazing, and I know a lot of you guys have been waiting for some of these changes. So without further ado, let's just get right into them. So the first thing that has changed in Black Ops 3 Zombies is all Gobblegum machines are now active at all times. The Gobblegum machine now can also be accessed multiple times per round as well. So the Gobblegum will be everywhere, and you can also just get it unlimited times per round, which is pretty game breaking at points. Maybe, possibly, I'm not sure how this is going to go yet, but the biggest thing about this patch for the next update is the liquid divinium drop rate cap of 2 vials per game has been removed. Players can now continue to earn liquid divinium as they progress through a match. You can get unlimited divinium now, which is crazy. You can get as many liquid divinium as you possibly want per round in Black Ops 3 Zombies. We've been asking for that for a while, and it has finally happened. Up next, the player's current Gobblegum pack will now be represented in the inventory screen, and then now we're going to go on to the map fixes. So Shadows of Evil, personal items, and gateworms will now use a shared inventory system. The ritual duration times have been reduced, which is pretty big. Addressed a bug where players were unable to progress after upgrading the Apothicon swords and then bleeding out. Several stability issues when the main quest have been addressed. Fixed bug where Margaros would continue to go after down players. Now to the Drazendrak fix. Fixed several bugs where players were able to use the Ragnarok DG4 indefinitely. Addressed issue where players were able to duplicate an upgraded Wrath of the Ancient's bow when using the Arms Grace Gobblegum. Added several kill brushes to block off pathing exploits and address zombie farming exploit at the test fire location. On to Dead Ops Arcade 2 fixes. Added small chance of golden eggs spawning at chicken farm. Fix for an enemy no longer spawning during a long boss round. Increased coat of arms duration. Fix for golden chicken not laying up to 3 eggs. Coat of arms now team shifts zombies from enemy team to player team as opposed to a neutral team. Players should no longer be attacked by COAD zombies. Fixed player chicken to fire faded weapons instead of default LMG. Tune the player reward for donating a life. Flying enemies should no longer be able to go beneath the ground surface in the graveyard map. Adjusted a pickup spawn location in Combine map that was spawning objects beyond invisible clip barrier. Fixed a bug where extra lives could not be earned post score of 100 million. Made some logic adjustments to how players are handled with the how far can you get screen is up. Added host migration to public matches. Players should no longer make into public matches that have reached the farm area. Ready up functionality added to public matches. Invisible shadow zombie fixed. Fix issue in ROJ where joining player with could be awarded with a fate already owned by current players. Fido the siege chicken has been added. Fix for spinning saw pickup not credited players for enemy deaths. Adjusted solo anti-kiting logic. Chicken bowl eggs now drop towards center of the arena. Fix for a condition where players could die exiting a vehicle, and fix for a rare condition where Silverback could jump onto or out of the boss arena. Now let's get straight into the multiplayer fixes because a lot of those zombie fixes are very cool, but there's also some multiplayer fixes worth noting. So in general, the Nuketown map, calling card, reticle, and weapon cam are now available to all players. It is no longer a pre-order bonus. Everybody has Nuketown, calling card, reticle, camo, all of that. Updated the live event viewer, CWL feature, widget image. Now for general gameplay, fixed error related to using a picked up weapon from a player who left the game. Resolved issue where players were able to kill a prone player when they ran over them with a carried guardian or hardened sentry. Fixed bug if a player died by a Semtex during the HDXD calling animation, enemy score streaks would continue fire at that same spot in death. Address global spawn issue that could occur when players were killed when deploying score streaks. Added spawn trap logic in public online matches, or enabled spawn trap logic. Resolved bug where players were able to gain additional specialist power by switching classes at the beginning of a round. Now to create a class. Perks. Fixed exploit where the anti-up perk would continue to work when a player switched to a class without it. Equipment. Adjust bug where using the black hat on a trip mine or other equipment near a planted bomb and search and destroy prevented the user from disarming the bomb. And then addressed issue where the combat axe was unable to destroy the HDXD. On to specialists. So Nomad. So my mic totally just turned itself off right there. I don't know what happened there, but let's get back to where we were at. So specialist, Nomad. Fixed bug where the use of Nomad's Hive gun would cause disconnects from dedicated servers. The Nomad also has resolved an issue where the sound of a hound or hive pod would persist for a player if the player activated the hive pod, but afterwards was killed by another means than the hive pod. On to score streaks. So Hardened Sentry fixed a bug where players were able to keep a Hardened Sentry active while it was being carried. Counter UAV fixed an issue where multiple aircraft could be destroyed by splash damage if within close proximity. UAV also has the same change. Maps Fringe Dress exploit where players were able to reach an unintended area near the white truck and junkyard. Gauntlet resolved issue where the safeguard robot would sometimes have trouble patching through the garage when specific custom game settings were altered. Rise added collision to prevent sitting on top of door frame near center of the map. Splash added collision to prevent players from mantling through Geo near Market Street. Also addressed exploit where players were able to reach unintended areas near Atlantis building. Skyjacked addressed issue where AI vehicles were becoming stuck when patching in the lower portion of the map. Game mode Safeguard fixed issue where the safeguard robot would sometimes become stuck during its walking animation, and addressed bug where not all escorting attackers were being awarded with the escort score event. Search and Destroy resolved a bug where the bomb icon would not appear for all bomb carriers when multiple bombs were enabled in custom game settings. Now we have weapon changes. The MR6 has reduced max fire rate and the ICR has increased accuracy. Challenges fixed a bug that would prevent the 100%er challenge from being awarded after completing all multiplayer challenges. Now I made a video about this, so if you guys want to check that out, it'll be in the description. Resolved a bug where players were unable to earn a long shot medal for the NX Shadow Claw when dual wield was equipped. And then Theater corrected a bug where sometimes zombies would lack a walking animation, corrected a bug where UI would fail to appear after loading video clip from the media tab, removed hit markers during game film playback while in director mode, addressed UI error that occurred after a user interacted with the choose mode sidebar immediately after selecting take screenshot or while the public screenshot prompt was open, resolved UI error that appeared when attempting to lead a local screenshot, addressed bug where the bow FX would persist when watching a zombies clip, fixed bugs related to the fast forward and record buttons, resolved issue that would occur if the user selected a red triangle warning icon in their recent games, fixed bug where the combat test would remain on screen during a highlight reel, corrected issue where the UI would disappear if a player pressed the menu button during a game film playback, fixed issue where burst fire weapons would sometimes be missing audio during playback, and then when watching a zombies clip addressed a bug when the ritual skulls would not be present during the demon bow quest if a player rewound to the start of the clip. So that has been the update. We have very huge news coming in the form of the unlimited Gobblegum and Divinium, which is very cool. The 100% Dark Ops challenge is fixed, and many more. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I upload videos every single day for new best new to my channel, and I will see you guys later. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of this patch. Peace.